Are there any tools, skill sets, books, support groups for parents to help them better support the fact that they have a kid with ADHD?
Yeah, so like in Singapore, for our own Unlocking ADHD community, we have a private Facebook support group, about 3,008 so far. We have a Discord server for the youth. And we do organize like monthly meetups or, from time to time workshops to help parents understand, first of all, the wiring better. Like I wish, really, when I look back at my life, I wish I understood that there was a little bit of a developmental delay in terms of the brain. That immaturity, that youngness, so that when I looked at my kid, like my kid, for example, is 21 years old now, or this year she'll be 22. And I'm thinking she probably is at best 18, right? The time that she went to university, she was 18. So she might have been 15.
Yeah.
Then the way I think about her, my expectations would be very different, right? Then if I could look at her that way, even when she was younger, the way I responded to mistakes or like so-called misbehavior would be very different.
Sure.
And sometimes when I do my sharing at parents, we try to differentiate the concept of I can't versus I won't. And just trying to frustrate me, basically. And we won't respond in a very calm way.
Right.
We want to like make them sort of bend to our will.
Yeah.
But if we look at it and we understand is I can't, that means I don't know how. I need help.
Right.
How can we go alongside and support? You're going to be a lot more patient.
Yeah.
It's
definitely.
a very good tips, I would say.
So that's what we're trying to do, because we know that, when Unlocking ADHD first started about 3 years ago in Singapore, we did a crazy thing. We actually did a community survey. It was ground up. And in 1 month, we got about 600 respondents.
Wow.
I mean, it's not like super scientific, but we wanted to have an idea what the ground was feeling.
Okay.
And in the results of that 600 people surveyed, half were parents and half were adults. 79% indicated that there were negative impact on family relationships. Not surprising, right? Parent-child power struggles.
Sure.
Right? And we also know from data that between married couples or long-term partners, there's a lot of conflict. So higher chance of separation or divorce. So what kind of a stable environment are we creating for families there? And then secondly, in our research, our survey showed that almost 70% of the children had trouble going to the next level in school. Right? And I just share with you my experience with my daughter.
Yeah.
And then the third thing that we found was that 40% of the adults had trouble staying in a job. So what can we do, right?
Correct.
And for us, the way going forward is we like to look at not just helping people understand about ADHD, it goes beyond intellectual.